This is Crow 1176. How's everybody doing, man? All right. So this is my daily walking time. No, only. All right. Yeah, you saw the caption, right? Where is Ileg SFEG company at right now? Where are they at? Where are they at? Let's talk about it. Decided to do this live, and you guys come and chime in and talk a little bit while I get to my destination. But where is he at, man? Where is he at? Um, Nowhere. I don't think he's nowhere. And I'm actually testing out my AirPods too. All right. Not sponsor, can be, but yeah. So where is he at now, man? Nowhere. Nowhere. And I'm gonna tell you why. Is the sound coming in good? Anybody can tell me? Please just type it in the comment section. But I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why he ain't going nowhere. He will never go nowhere, and he will always be stuck where he's at. Where is he at? You say? He's stuck as a scammer. He's labeled as a scammer for years now. That's why you know he's not getting a lot of sales. Even if he gets one, it's not enough to run a company, like he says. Right? It's not enough to um, run any type of nothing. $300 every 4 months, 3 months is not. It's not like any profit towards the company. You know. So again, going back to that, he's been labeled. Uh, whether it was me, whether it was all of you guys, whether it doesn't matter who it was, the community exposed him for what he is, and he's been labeled as a scammer. He's been labeled as a uh, untrustworthy person. Uh, Rigs his demonstrations. Um, he's you know giving you bad information out there, misleading people, misleading the way people look at stuff. And nowadays, guys, I'm gonna tell you this much, man. Paint mixes are, getting obsolete. They're getting obsolete in the way that anybody can do it. If you're satisfied with what you have, there's so many videos out there that show you how to make a screen paint and all that stuff. Then you're good. You don't need to buy or do anything. Unless you're that type of person that doesn't want to buy the whole thing and doesn't want to do the thing and you just want to spend. Like it was 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I sold four mixes, right? Because these people, and I thank you, didn't want to spend the time and money to just say, hey, Crow, just send me a quart. It was $65, $16 shipping. All right. So I'm not making any bank or anything like that, but I'm good with it. I'm helping you, I guess. All right. That's fine. You know, but I did four. That's the last I've done. I'm not promoting myself anymore or doing anything like that no more. I'm done with that, right? Unless, like I said, you don't want to do it and you want to ask, and if I have the time, and yeah, go for it. But if I don't, I'll let you know right away. Hey, you know what? I don't have time right now, and I could give you links where how to make it and this and that, and blah blah blah, right? Um, but yeah, going back to the ILEG, whatever, you know, again, he's been labeled as a scammer. That's not going away at all. Uh, he's just, misleading people, like I said, right? He opens up his chat like thinking like, oh, he's doing something great in the way that, oh, Open up a chat means let's answer questions like right here, right? Mic track, thank you. See, that's how easy it is. Thank you for giving me the sounds great. Appreciate you, bro. Done. Right? It's not scary. It's not scary. But he opens the chat like just to get triggered because he says, I don't read the comment section. I just leave it there for Matrix to look at it and you're hanging yourselves and blah blah blah. All this bullshit, right? All this nonsense, right? But then he deletes you when he's live. Again, untrustworthy person. Untrustworthy person. You know? Lies too much. He says, sign the contract. I've seen people months before telling him, hey, dude, I'll sign it. Send it to me. E-sign it, email it, e-sign it, and we're good, right? Does he do it? No, he doesn't. He doesn't do it, guys. Why? Because it's all talk. It's like a show for him, all right? And I tell you this much. Where's he at right now? In the office, ranting, like he always does. It's a daily routine. That's how boring it is. A daily routine of this person just crying all the time. It's not even entertaining anymore. Saying the same thing, rigging the same demonstrations, you know? And what are the results of that? Not having a sale at all. At all. No sales whatsoever, right? But in his little mind, thinking that he's gonna, I'm a flood, the internet and YouTube with 20,000 videos. I guess his goal is going 100,000 videos or something like that. That's how pathetic it is. That's how bad it is. That with even 15,000 videos that he's done in his entire 15 years that he's been here, you know, uh, he's not gotten anywhere positive, anywhere positive, right? Like nowhere positive. He's gone. And I'll tell you why, guys. This is facts. This is not just make believe and and all this stuff. This is not just me saying something. And this is reality, guys. If it wasn't for his disability check, guys, which pretty soon is gonna go away, and you're gonna see him. Okay, pretty soon he's gonna go away because with the things that are happening in this world and stuff like that, where they're taking away medical and now um, if you're getting any type of help from the government, if you're capable of moving, of doing stuff, they want you to go out there and work at least, or they don't say work. They say, uh, what do they say? Donate your time or some stuff like that, right? And you have to do at least 15 hours a week, which a lot of people don't want to do, even though, they get like $4,500 of, EBT and all that stuff. But still, they can't go out there for 15 hours a week so they can keep getting what they get, right? That's how lazy people are. But him, you know, he says he's healthy. He fat shames people. He's always talking about all this crap. And at the end, what does he say? Oh, you gotta have to fly over here because my doctor won't let me fly because of my disease. My disease. All of a sudden, excuse me, your disease came back. Wow, what a coincidence. All of a sudden, your disease came back. Huh. And again, guys, if it wasn't for that check that he gets, he um, wouldn't have that office. And that's the only thing that he has. Other than that, he doesn't have anything else. Like nothing, nothing else. That's how pathetic it is. He doesn't have a 24,000 square foot or anything like that. You know how much is that? It's 24,000 to $192,000 a month to have a 24,000 square feet warehouse. He said he was gonna buy a forklift. Nothing. And like I said, look, guys, at this point, I don't know. It's entertaining, I guess. I don't know how entertaining it is, where it probably pisses a lot of you guys off, and Because I don't watch them that much, or I don't watch them at all, sometimes, like at all, unless somebody will send me a link or we'll talk about it like on emails or something like that. But other than that, like, yeah, guys, it's not in my radar. I don't worry about them. Or I'm not like before the back and forth and stuff like that. Man, it's it ran its course. You know what I mean? Because I mean, look everything he does. He docks his addresses. He talks lies after lies after lies, and still nothing's happened. I'm still here. Derek's still there. You know, Danny. Everybody's still here, man. The guy next door. Everybody's still here. You know, he keeps trying to play that propaganda where, where he wants to take me like, oh, yo, you're illegal stealing from Americans. But like, what the fuck? Stealing from America? Like, dude, like, bro, like he's gotten to the point where he went racist, man. He went racist and he doesn't care. You know, if you want to call me racist because I love my country, really? How much taxes do you pay for the country? There you go. Your dad was a military man. Did you serve in the military? No, you didn't, dude. At 16, what did you say? You were selling medical stuff, like things that you snort in your nose. That's what you said. You were selling coke, you were selling meth, you were selling crack. At 16, they arrested you. You did 8.5 years. That's what you said out of your mouth. That's your patriotism, right? That's you being American, right? Selling drugs to other kids. Maybe you killed one or two or three because they overdosed because of your drunk, right? So that's what you were doing for America, right? Giving poison to people. That's what you were doing for America, right? Because you're a U.S. citizen, right? But you found God afterwards, and that's it. All is forgiven. That's how stupid you are, dude. That when you're telling your stupid stories, you think that people are gonna see you like, oh, poor guy, and he changed? No way, no way. It's like we're not in a circle here, bro. We're not in a circle, and you're telling your sob story and this and that, and you're doing something good for the community. You ain't doing shit. You haven't done nothing for the community. You were in a garage pooping in a bucket. Where did you throw that feces? Just out and about in the grass in front of you, or the park or whatever. That's not doing nothing for the community. Yeah, Crow, I was using fertilizers for the grass, Crow. So where's he at? He's ranting in his little channel, not growing, not doing nothing. Just the same nonsense, right? Let me see. Crow, what's up? Which game makes you recommend for a 1500 anti-lumen projector? You stay here. Dude, 1500 lumens is not that, see, that's the thing. 1500 lumens, uh, you're gonna kind of have it in a dedicated room, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Even even with a ALR screen at 1500 lumens, it will wash out your black levels if you want all the lights on. I'm being truthful, you know. I'm not gonna tell you like, oh yeah, go get the ILEG. No, no, no. So a mid gray, if you want your black levels to pop a little bit more. I don't know what projector you have. I don't know what the contrast ratio is on your projector. So I would recommend if you want to get away from a white screen, then yeah, just have a mid gray. I believe. I think you'll be fine. Um, I don't know if it's a long throw, short throw, but it should be a long throw, right? Or ultra short throw. But going back to that, guys, um, Everything he does, all the hatred he puts out there, it hasn't gotten anywhere, guys. It's been 15 years, guys. 15 miserable years that this guy has been trying to, make it in the world. And he hasn't. And he will never make it in the world. The only way he'll make it in the world, I'm not going to say never, and I apologize for that, but the only way he's going to make it in the world is if he gets a real fucking job. Because his crap, his lies, his ILEG, his whatever he wants to call it, it's not working, dude. That thing is garbage. It's not working. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna help you out. So yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know. He's a stubborn old man, dude. He's a stubborn old man, and it's pathetic. It wasn't for his check. Once again, that disability check, he wouldn't be where he's at, and it's not much. Where he's at is not much at all. You know. Again, number one, he's labeled as a scammer. He's not coming back from that unless he changes his ways, which we know he's not going to do, and he's not doing it. Plays the victim to get a sale. Even if he gets one sale every 3, 4 months, that's not a business. That's just a hobby that he does. He depends on his check, his monthly disability check, and this money is extra for him. So he gets happy. That's his mentality. Does he save? No, he doesn't. Why doesn't he save? Because everything he does, he buys stupid shit like lights and tries to do things he did in the past. Hey guys, I'll throw a pair of LED lights for your screen. Hey guys, I'll throw a tablecloth that he bought from Amazon for like $25. And then the LED lights another 17. And then he tries to play it off like, oh, I got contact with the merchant, and this merchant gives me a bulk for like $1. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Because my experiences with you and with your customers back in the day, I'm talking about 8 years ago, when you pull that shit off, that you get LED lights and you had a bundle with a projector and all that, you shipped out the paint. 2 weeks later, you ship out the projector because you were still using it. And then the LED lights never came around. The cloth never came around. Why? Because you have to pay extra for, the U.S. Postal Service. So you're that bad of a person, dude. And I exposed that too. That people they were not getting their stuff all in a bulk. You were shipping it separately. And it costs more money. That's how stupid you are as a businessman. You ship everything separately. And sometimes people wouldn't get all their stuff. There's people that didn't get the cloth. You didn't refund them, you blocked them. There's people that didn't get the LED lights. You said because you don't have control of Amazon, and Amazon, ripped you off. All these freaking excuses. All these freaking excuses that make no sense. Make sense to you because you already have the couple of $100 that people gave you. But other than that, doesn't make any sense to the buyer. And that's the reason you're labeled as a scammer. That's the reason you're not doing well right now. You're living off that check, and even living off $900, or even I'll give you that $1,200 a month, which that's a lot. You're not getting a lot, dude. And pretty soon, you won't even be getting nothing. And what's gonna happen there? Are you gonna finally get a job? Are you gonna finally do something? Because that's gonna take away your internet. It's gonna take away your cell phone bill because you won't be able to pay it. And for sure, they're gonna kick you out of that office, right? And I mean, the only safe haven you have is with your sister at Linden Street. That's the only safe haven you have. If it wasn't for your sister, the dumbass that she is, but hey, I understand. She helps losers, and hey, more power to her. I hope you don't do her wrong. Or maybe she's the same as you. I don't know. Maybe she's the same way as you. That's why both of you get along good. Maybe she's the same scatter in her own ways, and you both get along. You know, you said she has special needs kids in her house. Maybe he isn't special needs, and she's just messing with the government and just to get help from the government. EBT, all this help for special need kids, and she's getting checks, and that's what she's doing. I don't know. I don't know, right? That Bird family, man, Bird last name, it's tainted, bro. That's a tainted, and that was all you, bro. That's all you, man. But hey, don't get mad at people that come to this country and work, stay out of trouble, and do okay for their lives. I'm not saying great. I'm saying okay because I'm satisfied with what God gives me. Seriously, God knows what you deserve and He gives it to you. You work for it. All right. He tells you go out there and get it, and I'll help you. But if you're staying sitting at your ass crying and ranting and oh poor me and then he's like he'll throw you a bone here and there and he'll say like here's a sale. Now, you know, do something good with it. But then you're like, oh, let me go to Amazon. Let me buy $25 shoes. Oh, let me buy 160 bucks, bro. No, because he likes to flex all the time. But bam, oh bam, he does that shit, and I'm like, dude, these are this old, and they're 160 bucks. I got like 4 pairs of Jordans. They costed me 250 each. I'll flex on those, but see, that's not the thing of flexing because I think it's bad. That's why it's karma, dude. He, he has so much hatred, guys, that when he's talking smack about people, fat shaming people, and all, he calls it flexing. No, that's just you being a bully. It's just you being a dick. That's not flexing. It's just you being an asshole, man. That's how easy it is, guys. No, it's not rocket science. But again, guys, let me read the comments. Hold on. It says QE Horizon long throw. Oh, okay. Some people still waiting for their sound bites. Oh my God. Yeah. Thank you for that one, dude. Yeah. So if it's a long throw, really quick, if it's a long throw, yeah, dude, I would recommend like having your screen. I don't know. You want to get like an elite screen or you want to paint a white screen over stuff like that. I'll give you. I'll send you. If you email me at Crow 1176, I'll send you some links where they show you how to make a good mix. And these are the links that I know that these I've tested these paint mixes and they work good for what they are and what it is and it works. I'll tell you this much: it works better than a white screen does. It works way better than a white screen. And you got some lights on, like peppered out around the room, like he says, peppered around the room. You got some lights in the background and all that stuff. It should be fine. It should be fine. Uh, I did an LG. One of my first videos that I did was an LG uh, long throw projector. It looked like a little box, just like really thin. I think I have it. I'll post it later on in a short. But I did 180-inch on that one, and it looked good. It looked good. You know, it didn't look that bad. Um, but yeah, guys, where is he at right now? Tell me. Nowhere. Nowhere. Another thing. All right, let's talk about this real quick before I get to my destination. All right, another thing. He he wants to promote. He wants to promote his stuff, right? Right. So he'll say he'll say he's promoting his channel or well his new mix, right? He's gonna promote his new mix. Okay. So he'll say in the caption, new FLG, whatever, what we can do for you. Okay. Then you say, oh, okay, he's doing a demonstration. you hit it, right? And what happens? Nothing happens. He's ranting, he's crying. Yeah, I'm gonna sue you and sign the paper. Enough of this and more of this. Enough of this and more of this. That's what he's saying. And you're like, okay, where's the demonstration? Enough of this and more of this. What the fuck? Uh, did I read the caption right? You go back to the caption, you go back, and then still doing the enough of this and sign for $1 million and and like he's Nostradamus. He already knows what's gonna happen in your future, right? Right? God gave him a dream, the dream, you know, the God dreamer. I don't know. He told me that, yeah, that you guys, 20, 30 years each. Yeah. Yeah. Because of over the counter paint, really? Because over the counter paint, right? So that's what he does, right? So then, as he's talking about suing you and all this shit, but, for my customers, they're great. They're great. Yeah, they're good. He talks like Donald Trump. Have you noticed that? Yeah, they're great. They're great. They talk to me. They tell me they're good. They're good. He keeps repeating uh, twice or three times the stuff. Yeah, because the naysayers. Yeah, naysayers. Yeah. But my customers, they're great, good people, good people. What the fuck? So then he tells his good people of customers. He goes by saying, but if the Matrix, which is one of his buddies, is his make believe friends. It's a make believe person, right? He's still like 5 years old. He has a make believe friend. The Matrix, if he finds out that, because we have people roaming YouTube, and if he finds out that you did a video, if freedom of speech, it's your right. It's First Amendment or whatever. He goes, you could talk whatever you want. You could say whatever you want, but if you say something negative about my product, we know where you're at. We know where you lay your head on the pillow, and we're gonna sue you. That's that's exactly his words, word for word. you know. Look at this house, guys. That's pretty cool. The Harvest Slaughter. That's what it's called. Yeah, but that's his way of promoting his business. That's exactly the way he promotes his his business by saying that's pretty cool. Like, that's pretty dope. By saying that, if you guys don't like his mix and you talk about it, he'll sue you. And we've seen that he posted and he doxed his own customers' addresses. And he doxed the name of the person. He put the picture of the person because that person's or persons, right? Not that person, but multiple persons did a video that they weren't happy about. And they have the right to do so. They have the right to actually do whatever they want to do and say what they want to say because at the end of the day they bought the product. It's their product. But in his mind, you can't do that. In his mind, it's like you you're gonna get sued. Don't talk about my product. So what kind of a business is that? I mean, I don't even know why he keeps calling it a business. What kind of a hobby is is that? Second of all, he talks a lot about, yeah, paint mixes, paint mixes, paint mixes, paint mixes. His black paint talks about, oh yeah, these paint mixes are garbage and blah blah blah. I put it against the black and black. No, you haven't. You put it against stuff that you know because you're using metallic, right? You're using mica, correct? So you're putting mica, and mica, what it does, it enhances the brightness on the images, right? Just a little bit, not a lot, depending how you mix it. But that's what it does. So anything else that doesn't have that sheen to it, that shine or whatever, it's gonna look dull. And I've proven that numerous times in numerous videos, but the videos get thrown in the back burner and people don't look. And I get it, it's been years, but you guys should know this. You guys should understand this, that that's what he does. He'll, like, if I send him a black paint mix, it'll destroy whatever he has put on that. Yeah. So yeah, he doesn't he doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to control everything on his own. That's why people don't trust him. That's why he's labeled as a scammer. Because he opens his comments, you ask him for things, he doesn't answer. Right? His life right now, it's all about lies. His life right now is just turmoil. It just sucks, you know? And it's sad because he uses God for everything, and God will have my back, God will do this, God will do that. But it's not all up to him. God gave us choices, you know, if you believe in that, guys, if you're a believer. I don't go to church or nothing like that. I'm not gonna say I'm a God, but I know what's right, it's right, and wrong is wrong, man. And I know what's right is if I want to take care of my own, I gotta find a job. Even if I open my own business, I gotta make sure that my family is well off because I have to, you know, do the math and I gotta pay this rent, I gotta pay the other rent, I gotta pay these bills, I gotta pay the other bills, and all that stuff. This guy doesn't think like that. He doesn't have kids, he doesn't have loved ones, he doesn't have anything. And still, being by himself, he's gonna get a loan. He's gonna try to get a loan. He's been trying to get a loan for the past couple of months. What, like 8 to 10 months? He's been trying to get a loan. That's another thing, guys. Where is he now? Trying to get a loan. He's not gonna get the loan. But why, Crow? Why isn't he gonna get a loan? Well, the thing is, to get a loan, you gotta have a steady income. I'm talking about the United States overall, you know, because I've gotten loans before, which it sucks, but you know, and I paid them off, and but I paid off more than what the loan was, and that's how it works. That's how it works, right? Um, but he's gonna have to show proof that he has a steady income. What does he want to show? He wants to show a panel. He wants to show a panel and say, "Look, this is what I do, and this is gonna bring millions." What? Okay. So if it's gonna bring millions, yeah, but I need your money to do it. I need that loan first. And then with my promotions, but wait, you already have, let me see, you have 15,000 videos on YouTube. Is this the only place you promote your shit? Yeah, they're not going to say that, right? But is this the only place you promote it? Yeah, but I need that money to go beyond that. Yeah, and how much money are you getting right now? Whoa, 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 whoa. And then he's going to get mad. He's going to get angry because they're asking him all these questions. And he's not very good in answering questions, as we know, right? As we know that he's not good at all and doesn't care, and because we ask him for, you know, the gain range on his fucking pain, and we ask him a little bit of here and here, he gets mad and he deletes you and he blocks you, right? So that's the thing, guys. He's asking for a loan, and that's how pathetic it is. They're not going to give it to him. He doesn't have a steady income. His monthly check, they're gonna see like, okay, what do you use your check for? You know, because he's gonna have to sign it off to them. If it's like that, you're gonna have to sign like an auto pay thing. It's not like before, like let's shake hands and I trust you. It's not like that no more, man. I don't know. That shit's been gone for a while, man, for a minute. But in his little Karate Kid fucking Mr. Miyagi mind, he still thinks that he's still in the 80s or something. Nah, bro, that thing's over for a while already, dude. And yeah, it's not gonna work. But He's trying hard for that loan. He's going to try hard. I mean, he's not going to get it. That's 100% proof that he's not going to get it. Facts. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's why he wants you to do this, stop doing this, and do this. Ay, ay, ay. Let me read some of the comments. Lanthro, some people still waiting. Okay. He forgets that every lawsuit can be countered. Yeah, but to get countered, he has to sue first. Ken is a black Trump. Yes, he is. Hi, Kenny. Uh, Connection lost for a short time. Yeah, I got a call and then I rejected it. So, but yeah, just to wanted to talk a little bit more here before because I don't do these often anymore. But yeah, and he's gonna probably see this in a couple of days or tonight or something. Then he's gonna come back around. Yeah, yeah, I'm a send ice. I'm a send iced. Uh, it's funny that I'm walking here. I'm walking here, and he doesn't live in California. You see, that's why people don't believe everything you hear, everything you see on social media or whatever. That oh, it's just everywhere and this and that. No, 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 no. Some of the videos are the same videos. They just post them in different dates. It's the same day. They post them in different and say, oh, they're here, they're here, they're here, they're here. And do I think it's fucked up what they're doing? Yeah, fuck them. It's fucked up, but whatever. I'm not gonna get all political or nothing like that. Uh, but like he says that, oh, Crow doesn't even walk down the block. Fuck, I've been walking for what, 37 minutes, but I don't walk down the block because he's scared. Yeah, because as soon as he turns that corner, oh, he's gonna get arrested. Yeah, yep, no chains on me, baby. Nothing. Not arrested. Not nothing. Yeah. But keep thinking what you want to think. Keep freaking acting like you want to act, and I really don't care. But yeah, guys, this is where he's at now. This is where he's gonna stay. Just to close this off, I don't think he's gonna do anything. I don't think he's gonna make anything out of his life or anything like that. And yeah, man, I think basically, and factually, he's done, man. He's done. I mean, who comes on live and starts saying that they're searching for a loan? Like, why does he have to always come and share his personal life? If I'm getting a loan, I'm not gonna put it out on YouTube. We're waiting. We're waiting. Yeah, yeah. I got much to do. I got much to do, so I gotta go. Like yesterday, I think he fell asleep. Somebody told me he fell asleep again on one of his live. Towards the end, he fell asleep for like 3 minutes. How pathetic is that? How sad is that, man? It's not even fun no more. It's just pathetic that he fell asleep. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, dude doesn't get good food. He doesn't. He's not eating right or whatever. He's not sleeping good at all, and he's over here. He wastes more time talking about other people, worrying about other people, than getting a fucking job, dude. Like seriously, what's so hard about him getting a job, working, you know, working at least 30 hours a week plus his disability check? If he gets a job that pays him, I don't know, $25 an hour, I don't know what the you know, that's five, $600, right? Week plus his, so that'll be what, $2,000 monthly plus his disability check, uh, like $3,000 a month. He could live off of that easily, man. But all that effort he's putting on hatred, all that effort he's putting on crying, all that effort he's putting on just being a bitch, he should put that effort in getting a fucking job, instead of just coming every single morning as the crack of dawn. And have you seen, guys, have you seen that, like, okay, have you seen that when he's doing a display in that conference room? He has a projector, and Derek called it out. He has a projector literally inches away from that 40-inch screen. And a lot of people I've seen that said, hey, you have that 50 lumens, put it back 6 to 7 feet back and flood the whole wall and just put that thing right in the middle. I guarantee you're not going to see an image. I guarantee you're gonna see a blur or something, but the whole wall is gonna take over. And that thing, that little, he could tape it on the wall. Tape it. You don't even have to do nothing. Tape it on the wall. Open up that 50 lumen projector. I'll do an example for you guys. All right, because my screen is 105 inches. I've done with the Motorola projector that's 50 lumens. I've covered the whole screen and I opened the window. Was the best image? No, it wasn't the best image. But did I do it? Yeah, I did it. And I have his product there. I could do it. If he doesn't want to do it, I'll do it for him. And I could show you guys what I'm talking about. But this is the things that he doesn't do. He puts the 50 lumen projector, the screen is right there. Say it's right there. The 50 lumen projector is like sitting right on top of it, like a few inches. Why doesn't he pull it back, push it back 6 feet, and it'll open up to a 75-inch? It'll open up to an 80-inch, whatever. That's what those projectors are meant to do. Project at a 75 to 80-inch size of a screen, right? So why doesn't he do that? Because he knows that his screen is going to go dark. It's going to go dark and it's not going to work. He knows it for a fact. See, he used a 4,000 lumen in some of the videos with settings over factory. Yeah, 2 bags of Doritos for $1. Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, exactly. I mean, the Christie projector that he's using, it's overkill for those. And guys, you see the shine that reflects off that gray, see through. It's not black. I don't know why he keeps calling it black. That transparent black. He says it's not even black. It's gray. It's gray. But he keeps calling it black for some reason. Don't know why, right? And it's not working. It's not working, guys. That's why, where is he at? Again, that's the caption of the video. Today's, podcast here. And where's he at? He's nowhere. He won't be nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He won't be doing anything unless he changes, unless he gets a real job, unless he gets a different thing that will kick off and sell and this and that. Because whatever he's doing now, he's done it before in the past, and it's not gonna work, guys. It's not gonna work. And I'm not gonna, you know, keep kicking a dead horse while it's down and this and that. I'm not gonna be doing that. So with that, I'll leave you guys. And again, Ken, stop being a loser, man, and stop crying. Get a job, dude. Get a freaking job, you loser. Just that simple, dude. Thank you guys for joining me, man, in this wonderful walk today this morning. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys in my next video, man. Have a great day, guys, and great weekend, and I'll see you later.